Hello fellows, let's talk about storytelling. Storytelling in software development and why it is so important as a leadership person to understand this concept. So when we talk about storytelling, we think about novels, we think about movies, we think about science fiction maybe, those kind of things, fantasy. But in general, storytelling is something very fundamental in human culture. Even deeper than culture, it is embedded into our DNA, because storytelling is something humanity practices for probably thousands and thousands of years already. It is the idea of journeys, when humans are on a journey from A to B, facing a lot of challenges, facing struggles, facing drama, having successful moments, those kind of things. And finally, in the end, they reach the destination. They, in that moment, are the heroes, right? The protagonists, the people who are basically in the center of the story. And when we put that into the context of software development, we are on a journey as well. If we build a greenfield project, if we're going for a migration, a legacy migration, or any form of project, if we merge two companies, two products together, this is a journey. We start on some point and we want to finish on some point in the future. And in between, there are challenges, there is struggle, there is drama, there's all those kind of things we know from good movies or good books. So it does make sense to use this and understand this as a storytelling concept, which means the leadership should learn to narrate this story in that moment for the people, for the developers, for basically every stakeholder inside a project. And the idea is simple. You need to have story as an instrument to keep the people interested over that journey, over that entire process you will go through in the next month. Because if you try to do that with ticket boards, Excel lists, PowerPoint presentations, emails, stand-up meetings, those things are very disconnected, very abstract, very uninteresting. They don't provide value for the individuals. So the information you are actually interested into is just a fraction of everything which is communicated, and most of it you actually don't understand. The CEO doesn't understand what's going on in the tech tickets. You don't understand what's going on the business side with the clients. So there is this natural disconnect. Although we try to bridge that gap between business and development, you need something common in all areas of that journey, which is the journey itself. You can't see everyone on that journey as one of the heroes of the journey, the protagonists, the characters, which are actually going through that. So if you learn to narrate that correctly, if you can make it in a more naive way, in a more natural way, everyone feels connected and wants to know what's happening in the next chapter. What are the next steps? What might be the next challenge? Have we solved the challenge? What was the outcome of the last one, right? So all the things we know from good movies or good series on Netflix or something like that, we want to have that as well. Every week, every month, we want to know what's going on. When developers ask, have we achieved our goal with the clients? Were they actually accepting that? Can we go to the next stage? When those questions are coming from the bottom up, right? Then you know you have done something right. If no one cares about it, everybody's just doing their tickets in a software development team, then you have probably done something wrong, because then you have created a disconnect and isolation you don't want to have. People are not interested in abstractions. People are only interested in things which brings value to them. If you watch a Netflix show, it's value for you because it's entertaining. So you need to create something inside your business journey which is entertaining for the developers, for the CEO. Don't bother the CEO with technical issues. Instead, tell him or her about the achievements the technology team achieved so far, the challenges which were mastered, the great accomplishments which actually make it now easier to excel with the business. This is what the CEO wants to hear, because it's about business world. How is the tech supporting the business? Those kind of things are interesting. And that's part of the story as well. The further we progress, the more challenges we tackle and overcome, the more efficient we will be, which is eventually the end goal. Treat everything you do as a story and tell the story, narrate the story. Get everyone the feeling that they are part of this story, that it matters to contribute in order to get into the next chapter together as one company in smaller teams of heroes, but all working together and all know about the general story of the others, but not about the totally uninteresting details, ticket boards or Excel reports. No one cares about those. No one will, and you will never find a way to get the people to be interested into those other than forcing them to, and that's negative motivation and something I cannot recommend, and you shouldn't do that. Instead, find something where people are motivated in a natural way to actually do those things by themselves out of intrinsic motivation. That can be done by those kind of very deeply embedded aspects of storytelling and the hero's journey, which is embedded in us humans. And it always works, that basically works everywhere on this planet. This is not even cultural, that is fundamental in humanity. So it will work, you will see that. So it is totally fine to be a little bit naive in that moment. It is totally fine to have a little drama, but don't let the drama become a problem. Just use it as an instrument to make it a little bit more interesting for everyone to follow the story. So as a result of that, you as a leadership person, for example, the CTO, understand how to narrate things correctly, how to make a story engaging, how to connect the people and keep them engaged to what's going on in the company with the product, with the challenges others may face or have overcome, to see that as achievements of the entire company and team and involve everyone. Treat the company as a fellowship and be the narrator. To do that, you of course need to learn those skills, read books about how to narrate correctly, how to write interesting storylines, maybe learn about things like the 3X structure, like the beginning, the middle part, and the ending. Write and speak interestingly about things. Okay, I hope that helped you a little bit. That is how I do it for myself for some years now, very efficiently. And I only can recommend to try it out for yourself, because this question is coming up quite often, especially by aspiring leadership persons like CTOs, who regularly ask how to get people motivated over time to engage and contribute to a project. This is not done by some abstract technical software solutions. It needs to be done between humans. It needs to be narrated on the most basic way humans understand and are interested in, because it needs to provide value for them, and excitement is value. Think about that, and I hope that helped, and I wish you a great day. See you next time.